feel like there's quite a bit of confusion for Scorpios for some reason. Okay. The Magician, 8 of Winter, 4 of Autumn, and the 9 of Winter under the deck here as an underlying energy or emerging energy, but I kind of feel like it's more like an underlying energy. Okay, so we have the Magician card. Beautiful major arcana energy. It looks like you've kind of started something new in love. We have this 8 of Winter, which is kind of showing that either you or your partner or possible love connection is not feeling completely confident. And then we also have this 4 of Autumn, which is a little bit kind of going with this energy of not quite being confident that you have what you need to go forward here. Let me get some additional cards. And then with the 9 of Winter under the deck, it is very much kind of like a lot of fear and worry, you know, going on that hamster wheel of fear and worry that we all do occasionally. And remember, Scorpio, that when you're lying in bed at night and you're worried and concerned, and you start to play out all these stories, that those are just fantasies that we tell ourselves. And so you can begin to rein in the more negative fantasy and bring it back to a more enjoyable type of inner dialogue, you know, where you imagine outcomes that are just absolutely brilliant and that make you feel so excited that you can't even go to sleep because you can't even believe how wonderful your life is going to turn out. That is a kind of fantasy that will get you off the hamster wheel of this, which is just not serving you. It's not coming up. You're not coming up with any solutions with this. It's just kind of like picking at something to make it bleed kind of energy. Wow. Okay. So let me go ahead and get these cards for you, Scorpio. I love to see that Magician card for you because regardless of the 8 of Winter and the 4 of Autumn, the Magician has you feeling very much like, yeah, you know, I'm on a new path. And you're kind of feeling like, it's kind of a little bit in the past position, but it looks like you've kind of started something new. It's major arcana energy. So even the little bit of wobbles of lack of self-confidence here or there, or even a little bit of clinging to the past, it won't get you off your path because you're kind of started something new and you have everything in your power to be successful, especially in love. So let's just see what else is going on. It's just that your egoic mind is kind of telling you that you don't have what it takes. And that happens a lot, as you know, Scorpio. Like whenever we start something new, our ego just loves to come in and say, oh, you know, you don't really have what it takes, or kind of throw us off our track. And just remember that happens with everybody. And just recognize it for what it is and say, oh, okay, I see what you're trying to do there, ego, mind. And I'm actually really choosing this new path where I really believe in myself and I believe that all things are possible and that I have everything I could ever want to be successful in love and in this relationship or whatever it is, in maintaining my desire to be single or, you know, whatever. So we have the Separation card, which came right out. Which could be part of the brand new beginning. There's been some kind of separation. True love. Heart-to-heart conversations. And very soon under the deck, which makes sense that there's a separation. It could be that you found somebody, Scorpio, and then there's this separation, and of course that causes you all this fear and worry. Like you guys start something, maybe over the holidays, maybe you ran into somebody or whatever, and then you were traveling, and then you started something, and now it's like, oh no, we're apart, and then you start thinking of all the worst case scenarios. And if you're already married, you could just be feeling separate from your partner during this time period. Maybe you're just feeling that you're ready on a brand new path. Oh, I love that. The Ace of Wands. Again, the Magician and the Ace of Wands together in this reading for you. I love it so much for you, Scorpio, because it's the potential of all this passion, right? It's really, really lovely energy for you. And new beginnings. I really love to see this for you. It's very, very nice energy. Okay, so I've already talked quite a bit about these, but let's just review here. So here you are, Scorpio. You've started something new. Either you've met someone or you're on a new path with your partner in terms of just kind of you started something new. I don't know what that is. You'll know for yourselves, Scorpio, if you're partnered. But then it kind of causes you to doubt, like yourself here, or maybe your partner has some doubts, and then you kind of wonder, like, do I have everything I need? Am I as sexy as I want to be? Am I as fit as I want to be? Do I have enough money? Maybe I should just kind of not change and try to go back to the past in some way, some sort of energetic way, some sort of pattern, possibly even. It's going to play out differently for everybody. And it's coming in kind of in ways like that. But it's not a very cohesive energy. It's more like kind of broken up. Like I feel like you're feeling like super like, yeah, this is really exciting. Either I've got a new crush or I've got a new hairdo, whatever it is, or I have new skills and I'm ready to, step forward and I just feel more confident, right? Here you are. And, or it could be, again, a new partnership has been created. And then again, it's not cohesive. It's just like little pieces dropping in of like doubts and worries, kind of as what it feels like to me. And again, it could be because you are separated from your partner during this time period, but with a true love right here. And then the Ace of Wands, brand new beginning, all this potential. Fires of passion burning brightly. And then we have this kind of cooling it down. Like all this is so yummy. And then there's this, like, your thoughts, Scorpio. It's just your thoughts. And I don't want to just say although I just did, because it's you can kind of minimize, how painful our thoughts can be. But remember that it's just an illusion, because all this fear and worry is an illusion here, because she doesn't need to worry. She can actually just jump off that iceberg and be free and to meet her love, and same with this fear and worry is not going to solve anything. All right, let me get some additional cards for you. I'm going to get some additional cards for you on this true love. And we have that heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And that's going to be really important, especially if you are separated for some reason, either physically in terms of distance or just emotionally separated from your partner. Having those heart-to-heart conversations will be super beneficial. The more you reveal of yourself, Scorpio, even though it can be scary to be vulnerable, the more that it will connect you to your partner, because it is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And for some of you, it may not be that you are actually with anybody. If you are single and you're not dating anybody, it means that this energy is around you. There's potential for this in your realm. It just maybe has not manifested yet because of various factors. But let me get some additional cards on this true love. Prince of Autumn, Six of Winter. Okay, so this true love, right? It is slow moving energy. It may have something to do with an earth sign with this Prince of Autumn energy. It's about this Prince of Autumn, which if it's not an earth sign, it's just someone who's not really in a hurry. So even though it's a Prince energy, he's not galloping in to, sing love songs to you. He's like slow and steady. He's going to take his time. He's going to make sure that everything is in order before he comes in. But what's really, really nice about it is because you guys are leaving this behind. This separation behind is what I'm kind of feeling like it here. He's coming back to you. Or she. It's a prince, but energetically, I feel like there's movement. They may be, again, that you had to travel to see one another, and slowly but surely, this person is making their way back to you. That's how it feels to me. And there's a balance card under the deck, which for me is about maintaining your sense of equilibrium, even when you are longing and you have that yearning to be with the individual, remembering that they do not complete you. You are complete and whole already. And that the more that you feel that and know it and acknowledge it and really come from that place where you're not feeling a lack of that, you take the energetic weight off of the other person's energetic shoulders of them, of expecting that they will somehow complete you. So this is about you knowing that you are in balance already, that you have everything and you are whole and complete just as you are and beautiful just as you are, Scorpio. And that's coming in for a reason for you there. Okay. And I also want to say that because we have this sort of idea of like lack of confidence here, this will help you. The more that you remember that you have everything already, that, you tell your inner child that, you remind your inner child of this, that you are whole and complete already. And then your inner child, very attached to the ego here, doesn't need someone else, that your inner child is enough just as they are. They're perfect and whole and complete. And they don't need anyone else or any circumstance to make them that way. And so just to remind your inner child of that, because your inner child, as I mentioned, associated with the ego, it'll calm those 9 of winter thoughts and help you recalibrate here and get more to a place where you're feeling a sense of equilibrium and not feeling as if maybe someone else has the secret to your happiness kind of energy. And you know this already, Scorpio, but just kind of a reminder coming in here for you. All right, so let me get 2 more cards on this Ace of Wands in the area of physical intimacy. Although I feel like it kind of goes with the true love. Actually, it does. It goes with the true love. So I'm going to get 2 cards in this Four of Autumn and just kind of see what that's all about. The text of that card says, manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, and help out those who are less fortunate. But that's really not necessarily in a love reading. So in a love reading, I kind of feel like it's kind of clinging to the past a little bit. I'm not wanting to move forward out of fear, often that you won't get what you want. Let's get some additional cards on this for you, Scorpio. Okay. Ace of Spring. Yay, another ace. And the Four of Winter, another 4. Okay. So this Four of Autumn, again, I've already talked about quite a bit here. Kind of clinging to the past, a little bit of fear. It's about this brand new beginning. It's about this new passion. It's the same card here. It's the same exact card, just in a different deck. I mean, slightly different meanings, of course, but essentially it's a new beginning. And then we have this, but the likely outcome of it is, this could also mean a trip. And with the 6 of Winter here as well, like going over water, there is a possibility of a trip. The 2 of you taking a nice little trip together. It's also, though, very much about the inner reflection, taking a break, going within, kind of a spiritual retreat in a lot of ways. And maybe because you're separated, it's going to play out differently for everybody. But these are really, really nice feeling cards as I feel them for you. And then we have the Chariot under the deck, which is, going forward, right? Going forward, but from a place where you feel balanced, where you are in alignment. That's when things really start to move forward. And so that's really the work that you're being asked to kind of focus on, Scorpio, especially if you are separated in any kind of way here. All right, so I think what I want to do is I'm going to get 1 more card for you, Scorpio, and then I'm going to close out your reading. I think I want to get it from the Mermaids and Dolphins deck for you. Very interesting. I love the True Love card right there for you. And the 2 aces. It's just a double, and the Magician. So with the Magician and those 2 aces, you're definitely starting something new. There's new, fresh energy coming in for you if it hasn't already, Scorpio. And it's very passionate energy, which I like to see. You're going to feel, ignited by it in a lot of different ways. And with the Ace of Spring, it could also indicate pregnancy and a time, a time of being pregnant, gestational time here. So just be aware of that as well, Scorpio. And the 4 is referring to the home. So. For Scorpio. Okay. Oh, I love this card. This came out for someone else, I think. yesterday when I did readings or the day before. It says positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. I really love the watery feel of this card, and it just feels very healing. And I love the fact that the dolphins are in their pod. You know, it just feels like the power of the people, like the power of like-minded energy is very, very moving, you know, and it's inspiring and inspirational as I feel it here for you. I kind of feel like this is going together for me, the Magician. It's feeling like for me, for you, Scorpio, that having faith as you know, you've already taken the leap of faith, because before the Magician comes the Fool, right? Where you take that leap of faith, and then you take your leap of faith, and then here you are, the Magician. You're on the path. You're ready to go. You've got all the tools necessary in your tool belt. But then fear comes in, you know, lack of confidence, you know, clinging to the past here. And then this card is coming in for you because it's really associated with this energy. Like, keep yourself uplifted, Scorpio. Don't give in to fear and worry. Know that you have everything in your tool belt, you know. The Magician holds all of the symbols from each of the suits, right? He's got the cups, he's got the wands, he's got the swords, he's got the pentacles, and he has all of them. So that means he can use them all, you know, and so can you, Scorpio. And so just keep in a very positive place here. I think it'll really help you in keeping, you know, if you've been hanging around people who aren't necessarily positive or aren't on board with the new changes that you're making, because you are making some changes, you know, you've already started. Not everyone likes it when people change, you know, and so maybe you start a relationship and your friends like, you never hang out anymore, you know, let's go drink, and maybe you don't really want to anymore because you're in a relationship and it's not as fun or whatever. I don't know. It'll be different for everybody, but you know, that kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about, Scorpio. So keep it positive, and keep the people who you hang out with. You know, if it's not feeling that they're in the same sort of positive mindset, or they're dragging you down a little bit or causing you to doubt yourself, maybe create a little separation around that too. And also very much associated with the separation, like if you are worried about this, you know, think about law of attraction, you know, that, you know, like manifests like. So try to keep your thoughts and your vibration at a very higher frequency, I'll say, for you, Scorpio. So, okay, I hope you find that helpful. I wish you much love, Scorpio.